Yeah, put up a sign. That'll stop the criminal. Let's see. It says, may not enter this property with a handgun that is carried openly. So is that a rifle? Hey guys, coming to you from Houston, Texas today. This is our third day down here. We got down here Saturday evening and spent all day Sunday walking around the bayou area, the hiking trails and stuff. And then today I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Just because I'm by myself today. My wife is out doing her business inquiries. And so I don't know what I want to do. We're really into the free self-guided tours, and so I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. Yesterday we walked around the bayou area, saw the police memorial. Where else did we go? We went and saw the beer can house and the art car museum, which is all near downtown. A very nice little downtown. Not little downtown, it's a big downtown. It's a very nice area. But I just can never live in Houston or the Houston suburbs. Just for the fact that there's so many people here. You know, my hometown has 3,000 people in it, and where I live currently has, 40 to 50,000 people. And on the same note, my hometown has 1.5 stoplights. Oh my God, I can't stand all the stoplights here in town. But traffic is ridiculous, and definitely crazy that everybody seems to have to go to the same place at the same time. And if there's an accident ahead, they don't just, kind of file in appropriately. They have to get right up to the accident and get behind the car that's in the accident and then say, oh, I'm too late to get over because I didn't see it a mile ahead of me. Now I got to go and cause another accident, which happened yesterday. A wrecker was actually picking up a car, and the car that was behind the car that was wrecked pulled over into another lane and smacked another vehicle, and they had to pull off to the side. So that's just ridiculous that people have to go everywhere. It happens in all towns, I guess, but not as much as it does on the interstates and in the big cities and stuff. But, yeah, I really do like Houston, but, I just don't know if I could do it. And Texas, what is up with your gun laws? Guys, you are like leagues behind states that were leagues ahead of you, or leagues behind you for years. We've got Kansas now, who just 10 years ago was one of the last states to pass concealed carry, and now we've got full constitutional carry in our state. And then I come to Texas, and there are signs that say no open carry and no concealed carry. Now, I'm not 100% up on Texas gun laws yet, other than the fact that most people won't abide by them. But I've been to a couple of convenience stores, a couple of McDonald's, not a couple, but one McDonald's, my hotel that I'm in currently, and Walmart, that all had signs that said no open carry. I don't know if open carry is in effect here yet or not, but no open carry or no concealed carry, or you can only have concealed carry with a pistol, or no open carrying of a pistol, but you can have open carry with a rifle. And it's just ridiculous, all the things that people don't realize. When Kansas passed constitutional carry and Senate Bill 45 and House Bill 2578 and stuff, which all the laws in Kansas that we've passed gets rid of all these patchwork laws that allows cities to do these individual laws and stuff. And so I don't know half the laws here in Houston are just Houston laws, or if they're full-on Texas laws, because this hotel says no open carrying pursuant of 37, I guess you could say, 30.07. But you can't open carry a firearm with a license in this hotel. So that's just handguns, though. It says no handgun open carrying of a handgun in this hotel. So is a rifle okay? That's where the patchwork and the not knowing where you're at and where you're going comes into play. And it confuses people who are from out of state. And in Kansas, it's pretty cut and dry. It says, everybody can open or conceal carry a firearm with or without a license. Obviously, with an occurrence of, and you got to pay attention to the Gun-Free School Zone Act, as in everywhere, but it's not as confusing in Kansas as it is in Texas. And I mean, Oklahoma's not even that confusing, but Texas, oh my goodness, catch up with the gun laws. You guys are leagues behind the rest of the United States. Well, guys, it wouldn't be vacation if something didn't happen, and nothing's really happened. It's just this morning when I dropped my wife off at her business inquiry, I had this whining sound, and it sounded like an alternator that was going bad, and I kind of played it off as being nothing, came back to the hotel, went and worked out, did everything else, and then got in the car to go venture out in Houston, and my battery light comes on. I'm like, what the heck? And so now I'm like, I don't know what to do. I went to AutoZone, and they were busy, and it started downpouring, so I went ahead and went to Walmart like a mile down the road, picked up a multimeter, because of all things I don't have in my bag here in the back is a multimeter, and hopefully I can figure out if it's an alternator or what. My battery is like, well, just shy of a year old. I got it last July, and it was a Duralast, I think, from AutoZone, and like $250. And I know they've got a lifetime warranty or a 3-year warranty or something like that, but I can't afford a battery on a trip. Of course, an alternator isn't much cheaper, but damn, shit never works out. And for the damper of the day, it looks like my battery is, going bad because my alternator is shot. The winding sound that I found was, of course, the alternator being bad. It was pulling like 11 amps, 11.3 amps, and with the car running with the battery obviously and the alternator going, it's like 14 point something, excuse me, on my battery, with the motor off, was pulling like 11.8, and so it was not charged obviously, and so here comes the $150 plus replacement cost of an alternator on vacation. That's definitely not how you want to spend vacation. And I don't think I've told you guys before, but we, and I definitely for sure, were against credit cards. And I really am, because you're spending money you don't have. For emergencies, I understand. But this is like the second time for this car that I've actually had to buy something, and I'm going to go and buy a damn alternator because it sucks. And here we go. We'll just replace it. Well guys, it's like 100 degrees out here in Houston. Had a rainstorm about an hour ago, and I'm sitting out here in front of AutoZone in Houston, Texas, and I think it's Aldine Road or something like that. And I had to go ahead and put a new alternator in. $175, man. I am so worn out. It's not even from the fact that this was hard to put in. It's the fact that it's so hot, and I'm like dehydrated. It only took like 30 minutes to put in, because I had to find all the damn tools, because I had to buy tools because they didn't have any loaners for me. Yeah, $175 I think. With a $55 core charge I have to go, so like 230 or 40 bucks. Both of my cards were declined. My credit card was declined. My debit card was declined, simply because I forgot to call and tell them I was traveling. This is 12 to 14 hours, depending on what day it is, away from my home. So, gosh, guys. But we know right now that now it is resting 12.9 volts. Before this was just at 11 volts, not running, and like 11.2 or 3 running, because the alternator was completely shot. So if you ever go to the AutoZone here in Houston, Texas on Aldine Road, make sure you either buy tools before you check out to change it if you're not from the area, or have your own tools already. Usually I'm prepared but I took the sockets out of the tool bag that I normally have here in the Jeep. And guess what? Didn't have the 12, 13, and 15 that I needed. And that's exactly what I needed. Was the 15 over here for the serpentine belt, tensioner, and these two bolts right here in the front of the alternator. And then I think there's like 12 over here. So yeah, it sucks. But it's like 3:45 now, and I gotta go and pick my wife up. So well, we'll see what happens. And before I get out of here today, I was just drinking my like 10th cup of coffee. Look at this. Holiday Inn has completely like spat in the face of everybody. Caution. Hot. But you're smart enough to know that. Nice.